Well, it feels like he embraced it because man, this dude's boogieing in every match, and those internet memes and gifs still live on to this day. People absolutely loved it. I
Come
like
get it,
it.
baby. The only difference is that Akeem would go find you with that elbow. If it was Dusty, he would go, baby, it's him. It's right here. All you got to do is come get it. So your head would find that elbow. But with George, at least George would go find you with it. So it was it was a little different. But again, man, I never did anything that so trying to think, like people think. Oh, we're doing it to rib Dusty. Fuck
Yeah.
you. Yeah, everything where people think we're trying to do something to rib Dusty is false. And every time that we did do something that we thought, okay, people are going to think we're doing this to fuck with Dusty, I would call Dusty because you're looking at the guy that had to call Dusty. And I would call him and I would say, hey, this is what we're thinking of doing. Do you have any aversion to this? Is there any, because if you do, we won't do it. And just so you know that up front, I'm not asking your permission. I'm not asking anything other than, hey, Dream, this is what we'd like to do. Do you have any issues with this? Well, I'd prefer you not mention my family, or I'd prefer you not, something like, no problem, dude. No problem at all. And I think on everyone, there may have been times I think that upon execution of different things where Dream, as I've heard, never heard from Dusty, but I've heard from others who said, oh, yeah, that upset him. And probably more, with the Gold Dust character than anything. But, even when we dressed up Gold Dust like Dusty, a Dream, that's what we're thinking of doing. And I'm doing it in 5 hours. So I got 5 hours to come up with something new or get your blessing. And he says, is it going to help my, his thing was, is it going to help my son? And I said, I think so. So, especially at that point, because I thought it was better than what they had. Dream was on board. So, Dream was on board with this. Dream thought this was hilarious.
So you don't think that Vince had a hard on for Dusty?
If Vince had a hard on for Dusty, he would do it and do it mean spirited in a mean spirited way, and wouldn't say, "Hey, call Dusty and ask Dusty what he thinks about this." That's not being mean spirited. That's not being vindictive. That's not being ribbed. That's not being mean. That's being business, and also that's showing respect to Dusty. We didn't have to call Dusty to say shit, but he always wanted, out of respect for Dusty, he always wanted Dusty's blessing, one way or another. And that's what we did. That's how we operated it. On all those things that people go, oh god damn, they're demolishing Dusty. Dusty was laughing his ass off.
So Vince is going to pair Akeem and the Big Boss Man together. And I like that tag team. They're going to call themselves the Twin Towers. One of the first big high profile matches as Akeem happens at Survivor Series. What a team this is. The Big Boss Man, Ted DiBiase, Haku, and the Red Rooster. They're going to take on the Mega Powers team of Hercules, Hillbilly Jim, Coco Beware, Hogan, and Savage. Ooh. Bruce, based on my math there, that feels like a team of 5.
Striving to survive.
Akeem and Boss Man are going to get DQ'd when they handcuff Hogan.
Teams of 5 trying to survive. Oh, hello, Bean. That's okay, girl. I'm just talking about Survivor Series.
Bean doesn't like your Vince voice.
Of course she does. God damn it, you're a beautiful dog. Yes, you are. Oh, yes, I do. As soon as I do the yes, I do, I love you, she walks away. That's all she wants.
Yeah, she's out at that point.
She's like me. She just wants to love, man. I just want to be loved.
Well, careful what you wish for. Hey, so George Gray, no matter you're calling him One Man Gang, you're calling him Akeem, he's still working with the top guys. I mean, the first Survivor Series is in there with Hogan and Andre. The second one, he's not One Man Gang anymore, but he's still in the same spot. He's working with Hogan and Savage this time. Really an incredible pairing. And Akeem's going to wind up putting over the Intercontinental Champion, the Ultimate Warrior, on some house shows. You've told us before what Andre the Giant thought of working with the Ultimate Warrior. How do you think George Gray liked working with the Ultimate Warrior?
Here's the deal, man. Here's what I would ask you. Okay. Before you ever ask me that question ever again.
Okay.
I want you to ask as many workers as you possibly find that have worked with the Ultimate Warrior. And you tell me how many people say, oh, yeah, no, he's great. I loved working with him. God, I'd like to work with him every night.
Never heard that.
Me neither. Ever. From anybody. From his friends. Well, we had a friend. But
he had friends, but nobody liked working.
Did he?
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Don't be an
I think he and Carrie were friends. I think he and Carrie had a good relationship.
Yeah.
God rest his soul, but you know, nobody liked working with him. Would you like to go on the ring every single night and just have someone hit you as hard as they could and just not give a flying fuck about your well-being?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're the one.
Yeah, I mean, who says yes to that? Hey, it's Conrad Thompson here to tell you a little more about what adfreeshows.com is all about. Get early, ad-free access to more than a dozen of your favorite wrestling podcasts every single week, starting at just $9. That's less than 20 cents an episode each month. And yes, you can listen to them all directly through Apple Podcasts or your regular podcast apps. How easy is that? Ad-free shows also has thousands of hours worth of bonus content and docuseries like Title Chase, Eric Fires Back, Conversations with Conrad, and The Insiders. Plus new series like The Book with David Crockett, Monday Mailbags with Mike Chioda and Nick Patrick, and a whole lot more. And you want to talk about early? You can't get any earlier than listening to the shows live. You can be a part of the live studio audience as we record the podcast. Plus, ride shotgun alongside your favorite childhood heroes for live watch-alongs, Q&As, and other interactive experiences every single month. Come on now, see for yourself what thousands of other wrestling fans from around the world have discovered, that adfreeshows.com is the best value in wrestling. Check it out today, and hey, when you do, the first week is completely free. adfreeshows.com.